Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Great Garment Graphics Online. I'm Mel Mybers, and I will be your host today. Today's webinar is Getting Started with Custom Transfers, and is sponsored by Transfer Express. And our special guest speaker today is Megan Byros of Transfer Express. Hi, Megan.
Hi, how you doing?
Doing well. Thank you. We got a good crowd online with us today, Megan. And you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and your background?
Sure. My name is Megan, and I work in the customer service department here at Transfer Express. I've worked here for about 5 years, and I love doing what I do very much.
Excellent. All right. Well, we're supposed to have a couple poll questions today, and I did enter them, but they're not showing up, Megan. I'm sorry about that.
That's fine.
So we won't have any poll questions today. However, if our listening audience does have any questions at all, you can type them into your question box there, and we will have a question and answer session at the end of the presentation today. All right. Well, Megan, you ready to get started?
Sure. Yep.
Okay. Well, we're seeing your screen here, and we're ready to get going.
Okay. Well, welcome, everybody. I'm going to go ahead today and speak with you about getting started with transfers. We're going to talk today about how easy it is to get started using transfers and some ways that you can help gain profit in your business as well. If throughout the whole process I don't answer a specific question and we're not able to get to your question, you can feel free to contact us. We'll give you the information for that at the end. Also, you will be provided at the end with PDF files, so you can go back and if you need to look at something, take some notes, something like that, you'll have that information. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and talk to you about how easy it is to get started using transfers. As you can see on our first screen, it's easy, no fear. It's as easy as riding a bike. That's very true. A lot of people feel like it's very overwhelming getting started in the transfer business, but it's actually very simple. You know, when we say that the customer service reps are here to help you out, feel free to utilize us if you have any questions. When you do call, we try to make it as easy as possible. You know, we let you know that you just need to call up and give us the information so we can get those transfers out to you, and you can go ahead and press them and start making profits with your customer. Some of you may be asking, what is a transfer? A transfer is made up of paper, ink, an image, and the manufacturing process. That's everything that goes into a custom transfer. There are actually 44 steps involved in making our quality transfers. We offer screen printed or digital transfers applied with a heat press. They're printed onto a release paper, and you'll notice with the screen printed transfer, a lot of times you'll get them and they're printed backwards. This is how they're printed so that when you print them on the shirt, they are right reading. So don't panic. You are getting a transfer that is going to look correct once you print them. We do have 2 different types of transfers. And when you do call us, we will let you know based on your artwork or what you're ordering, what type of garment it's going on, what transfer is going to work best for you. So, you know, feel free to ask us, and we'll always ask you what type of garment it's going on so we can make sure we're giving you the correct transfer. The first type is a screen printed or spot color transfer. This is a transfer that is actually used as a screen printed process. We screen print on, like I said, the release paper where we would send it to you. And basically what you're doing is you're doing the last or curing process, the final process, and applying it with the heat press. The goof proof is our thickest spot color transfer. As the name implies, it's the easiest to apply. It's only a 4-second application, so it's a very quick process. process. The hot split is the softer feel, and it takes a little bit longer to apply, but that one's going to have your lightest feeling. It's also going to feel the most like screen printing. We also have the digital, full color, and photographic transfers. We have the photo prints. Both of these allow you to be able to do photographic pictures. If you have a picture of your team or your family, this will allow you to put them on shirts. Photo prints are the process that is made to go on white or natural colored garments. The reason why is because they are a digital process that does not utilize white. So you need to use that white garment to get a nice bright appearance. The cat prints is a digital product that is made to go on all types of garments, including nylon, and also all different types of colors. Those will allow you to do photos as well, but it gives you a little bit more of a range as to what you can put them on.
Megan, I don't mean to interrupt, but
Sure.
could you explain what spot color is? Could you go back one slide?
Sure. Oh, let me go back. There we go.
'Cause we got some new people online with us today. They might not know what that spot color means.
Spot color means we're actually printing. We're actually printing using a screen, basically using a squeegee and screening it. I think that's the best way to explain it. I'm not sure if, Mel, you have any other insights into a better way to explain it.
Well, like for example, the 2010, the purple is all
right.
is all one color purple, and
right,
the,
exactly.
And the yellow is all one color yellow. If you look at that floral
right.
down bottom there, where you see the blend, like it's light on the bottom and darker on top, that's because it was digitally printed that way. But spot color is a solid color, and that's what you do get a lot of times in your screen printing and your transfers and what have you. So.
Right. Yeah, and that's a good way to explain it. You know, it's basically going to be more of a solid process, solid colors, whereas with digital, you can go in and you can do fades and stuff of that nature. So, yeah.
Good.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give you a few reasons why using transfers are going to be a great addition to your business. You can print on demand with transfers. It's great for events. Say you want to go to a soccer game and have a couple different types of shirts on hand for people to come up and say, I would like this shirt, or, you know, I would like to do this shirt. You can take your press with you, and you can have that option of being able to print right there for them and them not having to wait. That's a really great option, especially if, as you can see in this picture, on the back of the guy's shirt in the right-hand corner, you could do someone's names using our letters and numbers on the back as well, so you can personalize it. It's also great for fill-ins and last-minute orders. It makes it very easy to do that. You can keep stock numbers on hand and stock logos so that somebody can come back and get one or two if they need it. Transfers are also the best quality. You are going to get the same wear and tear as a screen printed transfer, and sometimes they even last longer than screen printed transfer. I have transfers, I know Mel has said this before too, we have transfers that we've worn for years and they still look great on the shirts. And they also have a very, very soft, silky feel to them.
I have transfers. I have transfers still on shirts that from Transfer Express first started when they first opened up. Yeah, so I forget what it was back in the '80s, and it's just they're still looking good. The shirts is pretty sad, but yeah, the transfer is still excellent. You talk about quality too. I think a lot of times with transfers, Megan, because you can print onto a paper, which is more stable than a garment. Some of your details sometimes is better in transfers because of that, because of the stability of what you're printing onto.
Yes, that's very true. It's very true.
I'll try to be quiet. I know everybody who's used to me being online here that, I can't be quiet for an hour. So.
You're fine.
Okay.
Okay. Also with transfers, you can save time and money. Also, like we talked about, keeping them on hand. and also keeping, say, numbers on hand. If you order like a number kit from us and keeping them on hand, that's also going to allow you to be able to give people what they need right away and not have to worry about waiting for a screen printer or, you know, having to do minimums. You'll have that right there in front of you. And along with that, you're also able to offer better customer service to your customers and enabling them to get something quickly and to be able to have it in hand when they need it for that tournament that's 1 day away or 2 days away. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit about a heat press. A heat press is the only investment necessary to get started and use transfers. We want to make sure that you get the best machine within your budget. You know, make sure that you can have a machine that's going to work great for you and that is also not going to, you know, break the bank too much. You know, the quality of your machine can make or break your business. If you have a machine that's going to sometimes work, sometimes not, sometimes be good quality, sometimes not, it's obviously going to affect your business in the sense that, you know, it might not end up with the right quality or you might not be able to take care of an order for somebody. We do sell the Stahl's Touchtronics heat presses. We sell 3 different types, the clam, the swinger, and the draw. All 3 of those are great presses. You can see the differences right on there. You have the clam, which is an auto-opening press, so you can press it down and walk away. It is a very space-friendly option. It opens like a clam, and it's very portable, too. The swinger is also a good press for if you want to have the heating element away from what you're putting on your press. The platen swings to the left or the right. You do need a little bit more space, but it allows you to work away from the heat when positioning. The draw press is the same, except for the fact that as you can see in the picture, the platen comes out so that you can have it away from the heating element, but it requires less space than the swinger. All 3 of those machines are great machines to work with. You know, the Hottronics heat presses are, you know, they're very great. They're very well quality machines. So.
Before you move on, Megan,
Sure.
people are asking about the clam. What size platens they come in? And I know
the platens
the platens of the clam, the different sizes.
The platen is 16 by 16, 16 by 20, and then I think there's a smaller one too. It's on our website. Let me look here. I can actually get to it from here. Hopefully.
While you're doing that, I always suggest to people too. You know, you can buy a lot of good things on eBay. A heat press is not one of them. I really don't suggest anybody go on eBay. Number one, you have lifetime warranty on heating elements when you buy, you know, from one of our companies. But when you buy it from eBay, and I had so many people, they bring it to these seminars I do. You know, I feel so bad for people. Like one person paid $850 for a heat press. It didn't have any controls on it, nothing. And the thing didn't hardly work at all. And I just felt so bad for him. There was nothing you can do about it, you know. So.
Right.
Yeah.
As the one that I was missing was 11 by 15. So 11 by 15, 16 by 16, or 16 by 20.
Yeah, and people always say, well, which one do you suggest? Well, if you're using just transfers, most transfers fit within the 16 by 16 very good, very nice, you know.
Right.
If you're doing oversized garments, if you're doing jerseys, you're doing hockey jerseys or football jerseys, what have you, really the 16 by 20 is probably the better choice of the two. So just a little suggestion.
20. Yeah, the 16 by 20 is a good press because then you can open it up to doing just about anything. Whereas if you go to a smaller one, it's going to be a little bit harder to do sleeves, legs, really large jerseys. So.
Yeah, a lot of people, even when they just put a T-shirt, or just doing T-shirts, when you dress to press, they like to see the whole shirt for positioning.
Right.
Sometimes it's a little bit easier for positioning too. So.
Right. Absolutely.
I'll be quiet. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the legalities. Always when you're getting started in a business, you want to check on licenses for home business. You want to make sure that you do have all of the stuff necessary to be able to start your business and be successful. You want to make sure that you get a retail tax ID. That's something you usually acquire through the state. Transfer Express doesn't require that you have it. We do ask for it, though. It is something that that is really necessary to get started in any type of small business as far as retail goes. So. At the end of the webinar, we're going to give you an opportunity to register so you can receive a free sample pack from our company. The sample pack is great. It gives you all the different types of transfers for you to go ahead and test on different garments and see how they feel and how they look. Keep in mind that every type of transfer we offer is going to be a little bit different in application. Always make sure that you're setting your press based on the type of transfer that you're using. Transfer Express does a good job of sending directions with each of our orders. We want to make sure that you are getting the right directions. If you ever have any questions regarding a transfer that you have, you may not be somewhere where you have application instructions, you can feel free to give us a call too. We can help you with that. There's many types of transfer directions. So. Okay. We want to go ahead and talk to you about groups. Any group of 5 or more is a potential customer. This includes schools, churches, recreation leagues, businesses, events. As you can see on the picture there off to the right, there's a family reunion shirt on the children over there. Family reunions are great. A lot of times, like I've had customers call and they order a family reunion shirt and their family loves it. Well, if you have someone come to you and they order something and they absolutely love the quality and they love what they're getting, they're going to keep coming back to you. That goes the same for sports, schools, stuff like that. And that's great. When you get somebody who's going to stick with you and come back for future years, that's a great business to have. And it also allows you to have, word of mouth is big as well. So they'll go to somebody else and say, hey, where'd you get that shirt? That's awesome. Then they can say, oh, this is where I got it, and they'll come back to you. When you're trying to price for your profit, as we show here, you want to take your shirt cost plus your transfer cost and double it. That's basically what you want your selling price to be. A lot of people right now are saying, oh, it's hard, with the economy. They're right. It is a little bit rougher with the economy, but we have found that people are really willing to pay for a quality shirt, and that's going to be a good calculation to follow to get a good price for your shirt is shirt cost, transfer cost times 2, and that's going to be a good selling price for you. There are 2 ways that you can order from Transfer Express if you do decide, to go with transfers. The idea book is a great way to order. There's no artwork needed. It's basically custom printing with no art and no designer needed. The idea book gives you the option of being able to go in and choose a layout, customize it, and then be able to order it from us where we would just send you the transfer. This is going to be a good option because it is going to be a little bit less expensive than doing something as custom artwork. A lot of times I'll have customers send artwork in and we're able to use something out of our book And that's, that makes me feel good because I feel like I'm saving money for my customer as well. The idea book has 800 plus layouts, and there's even more online. We actually we're actually adding layouts online throughout the year now. So there's thousands of clip art, and there are 100 plus type styles. So a lot of times maybe you're doing just text and it's going to be something pretty simple. We might be able to actually use one of our type styles and save you a little bit of money. We're also able to do plus or your provided artwork. You can send your artwork to us at transferexpress.com. So basically it's the same deal. It's screen printed transfers from your artwork. So you can go to our website, upload your file to us, and we would do the same thing. We would send it to you as transfers. You don't need to log in when you're doing this. It will ask you for contact information so we can call you. We do ask that you send artwork this way. We don't accept artwork via email. Once your artwork is uploaded to us, we will call you to review it and give you a quote or place your order. And again, you don't have to be a dealer to use this feature. Transfer Express does offer some helpful tools to help you sell. We sell the marketing kit. It's only $49. It's a great value. It allows you to create in-store displays. So as you can see at the bottom here, it gives you a list of what is included in the marketing kit. You do get the color version of the catalog, which is a personalized idea book, so you can put your company name on it. This also has the Easy Prints logo. The Easy Prints logo is a logo that was created by Transfer Express so that your customer doesn't know who we are. So they will come back to you and they will order from you, and then you can utilize us from there. It also comes with 30 display transfers. That way you can put them on the shirts and you can have your customers feel them, see them. Maybe they'll even like one of the designs. It also comes with number, letter, and name samples so that you can go ahead and utilize those too to show your customer. The dealer guide will give you some information on pricing and application, and the heat press information's in there as well. The Easy Prints Playbook, which is some simple information. It's very, very good for when you're first getting started because the playbook gets you started as far as simple tips on application, how to profit, stuff like that. Kind of like what we're doing here, but a little more in depth. You get a color selector. Color selector has all of the colors printed on apparel material. That way you can actually show your customers what they're going to be receiving. You'll get a black and white idea book, which is the same idea book in a black and white version. So maybe if your customer wants to take it home and you don't want to give them the color copy, they can take that with them. You'll get an Easy Prints poster to hang out up in your shop, and that'll give you all the information on there, as well as the Easy Prints website, which I'll explain. You get the retail pricing guide, which is some suggested pricing for the transfers, and a $10 coupon off your next order. So for $49, I feel that's a great value for something that's going to get you started, and it'll definitely help the profits start coming in for you. As you can see on the page here, from our website, you'll see on the left-hand side product list, and as you go down there, you'll see buy a kit or catalog. That's where you can go to purchase a kit or a catalog. We're also going to discuss, like I said, the Easy Prints website. Easy Prints allows your customer to go on the website and view all of our different layouts and our clip arts. This website will not allow them to order from us at all. They do have to come back to you to order. Also on the Easy Prints website, you can create sales flyers. Sales flyers are great because you can go in there and, as we can also see on the screen, like the back-to-school design, you can go on there and choose a flyer, and you can go in there and you can show a couple different designs, and this will allow you to hand these to your customer or to hand them out so you can get your name out there on what you can actually do. On the website, we also have the Easy View. Easy View will allow you, if your customer says, hey, I want to use this layout and I want to change it to this, change the clip art, change to a certain color, you can go on the Easy View, customize it, print it out, and show your customer what it's going to look like before you order it. Again, this is only for easy print designs, but this, if you use something out of our book, is a great tool because I know I do get all the time, well, I kind of want to see what it's going to look like beforehand. This allows you to do that. It's a great tool. I'm also going to discuss on here too, like we discussed earlier, taking your press with you to events. That is a great way to sell, to bring in profits. You know, like we said, the clam, it's a very portable press, so you can take that with you and you can have it there in front of you so that people can come up to you and just be ready to go, ready to get a shirt and walk away with a great looking shirt. And I'm going to, up here it says on this slide, don't be afraid to ask for help. That's very true. A lot of people think, oh, I'm asking a dumb question. You're not asking a dumb question. That's what Getting Started is all about, and we are here to help you. We have over 20 dealer service reps ready to help you. You know, we are here Monday through Friday, and you can give us a call at the number on there, the 800 number. If you have a question in particular, you can also email us at info@transferexpress.com. Our blog actually also is very, very informative. We do post a lot of different things about printing, maybe about experiences with different products, any new products. We do have videos online. We have videos in application. We do have some select videos on, you know, helping you in a couple basic things in graphics programs. And you can also watch all of the previous webinars online as well. Trade shows, also a great way to get out there and meet the representatives and speak with us directly about any questions that you have. All of our different trade shows you can keep up with on the website. We let you know what's coming up. Trade shows are, like I said, a great way to get informed on something maybe new that you haven't seen lately. And we also have a lot of stuff out that you can touch and feel and stuff like that. A lot of you may be asking, I have an order, now what? It's easy to get an account set up with us. There's no paperwork necessary. You can just call, fax, or send the artwork over to place your first order. Our phone number is at the bottom, and our fax number, and the website where you would send artwork. And then once you speak with us and get your artwork sent over to us or give us a call and place the order, it's very easy. We just get your information and so we can get it sent out to you. Okay, everybody. I want to say good luck to everybody. Let your profits begin. It's a great business to get into. It's very easy to do. And it's very easy to be able to provide your customers with everything they need at one area instead of having to go several different places for one thing. And again, if you do have any questions, feel free. We're going to go ahead, Mel, if they have some questions now, or if you want to give us a call after.
Oh, we have a lot of questions.
Feel free to do that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, let's get some questions.
All righty. It says, can you only use Easy View once you are a Transfer Express customer?
Yes. Once you place your first order, then you will gain access to the websites. Okay. Like I do tell people, like we discussed about the marketing kit or the catalog, those are very basic, easy things that you can place as your first order, and then from then on you'll be able to use the Easy View. So.
All right. Renee's asking about CADWorks Live. I'm not sure how you're set up with that yet, but if she uses the fonts and clip art from CADWorks Live, would that be considered artwork from you and not be charged for artwork?
No. Anything anything out of our book is considered easy prints. Anything beyond that is still going to be considered plus. Now, if it's something in CADWorks that is something that we have, you could always send it here, and we might actually have that because, I know we do have a lot of things that do merge, but if it's something that we don't have out of our idea book, it's still considered custom.
All right. Another question from Jan. How long do you keep the artwork we send you for a quote, and how long is the price guaranteed?
Our pricing for 2009 will stay until 2009 ends, and then in 2010 it will change. Anything that you send over to us as far as custom artwork, we can keep for 2 weeks, and then after that we ask that you resend it, because if we were to keep it any longer than that, we'd have a lot of stuff.
Right.
So up to 2 weeks we keep it.
Okay. Let's see. Carolyn had a comment here. When you're talking about pricing transfers and what have you, be sure to include shipping in the cost.
Yes. Yes. Be sure to include shipping. You always want to make sure because shipping is something that you're going to have to basically you're having, so you want to pass that along as well. So you want to make sure that you are charging your customer accordingly with that as well.
Okay. Oh, the age-old question about pillows. It says to transfer on legs or sleeves, do you need to have a different palette or can they use pillows? The machines that we were showing you, including the clam, do have interchangeable patterns available as an accessory. And I believe they come 6 by 10 and there's an 8 by 10. And my favorite is a 7-inch round platen for doing, left chest stuff, difficult areas and what have you. Now, this is not what I'm going to mention now is not from Transfer Express. This is what I do personally. I use what they call birch paneling. And birch paneling is a laminated wood. If you see my webinars lately, I use that a lot for sleeve graphics. And what I do is take it's about 3/8 of an inch in width, or height, I should say, and you can cut it to whatever size you wish. Birch paneling is what artists use. You ever see them when they put paint on the wood before they mix it, the paint and all that? And because it's laminated, it doesn't warp. There's no deformation on it. There's no warping on it. And customers that I know have been using, that's where I got the idea, they've been using it for when you're doing sleeve graphics. Because it's rigid and hard, and what they do is take a router and they route and smooth out all the edges, and they take away the rough edges. They can just slide that right into a sleeve, and it's beautiful for doing transfers. Actually wonderful for doing sleeve graphics because you got that nice heavy pressure. And if you're, should I shut up or can I go on?
Oh, you're fine.
I get started on this stuff. But with transfer, you do need pressure, and one of the reasons is because you got to push it into the garment. And what happens is the inks cross-link with itself into the garment's fibers of the material, and that's where you get your permanence. And if you ever see a screen, even something that's been screen printed, and if the screen printer does not use pressure on the squeegee, it sits on top, and that's where you get your cracking and peeling and everything with screen printing. Well, the same way with transfers. If you don't use adequate pressure on there, just be sitting on top, and then you would have a chance that it may crack some time. But if you do it properly with enough pressure, you're going to get a graphic that's going to last for years and years and years, and repetitive washings until that shirt's gone. Just a wonderful, wonderful product. But pillows, no, because you're not getting the proper pressure with pillows. Pillows are more used for like CAD-cut materials that you're going to cut yourself. Then you can use the pillow because you don't need all that pressure. You're just melting the adhesive. So stay away from that. So either interchangeable platens. You also have a Print Perfect pad, which is a product that's sold by Stalls. I'm not sure if you guys sell it or not. The Print Perfect
no, that's
pad.
actually something they would get through Stalls. Yes.
Through Stalls on that. And what it is, it's about a 50 durometer rubber. It's a little kind of hard rubber that you could use underneath the sleeve and all that. And one of the questions came up about the seams again. If you put like a long sleeve, how it has that seam going up there. And if you're putting it onto right in the middle of the shirt, you got that seam to deal with underneath because it will show through the transfer. So you do need something in between there. So again, that birch paneling, or called birch panels is what it is. I use it all the time. I just think they're wonderful. So I'm not trying to, we don't sell them, so I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just telling you what some people use. It's been working great for a lot of people. Okay, that's enough. They do have
I
an
haven't heard
interchangeable
of that, though.
The birch panel?
I haven't heard of that. That's a good,
well,
yeah, that's a good,
well, because it's laminated, because of the way it's laminated, it doesn't warp. Even under, and some people who do like sublimation, they're putting it on 400 degrees for like 30 seconds. Some people I've seen them use, those people use it also, and it just doesn't warp at all. I got the idea from a customer who was an artist, and he uses it all the time for what he's using transfers. It's just really sharp, really does a neat job.
Nice.
Yeah. So anyway, we got tons of questions here. Let's see. More about pillows. Do you have a tool for properly lining garment on the press? And one thing, if people are not familiar with Transfer Express's transfers, on the back there are grids and lines that help you line it up, and that's a great tool on that. Also, you guys do a real good job of placing it evenly, like on the top part. Like was it an inch down or half inch down or whatever it is from the top there.
Right.
So when you do that, it's as long you guys still got to get the shirt straight though. That's the hard part. Yeah. Once you do that.
Yeah, and positioning is, I do tell people, you know, it is a lot of eyeballing. It is a lot of telling what is going to look the best on the size shirt that you have, because a small shirt obviously is going to be a little bit different than a large or an extra large. So it is a little bit of eyeballing. You know, we can give you some tips on how to, like if you call and you ask, okay, well, I'm not 100% sure on where to put this, you know, we can give you some basic tips on how to position it on the shirt, but it is a lot of eyeballing. So it's just a matter of getting comfortable with what works best for you, and I've had so many different customers use different methods on lining things up on the shirt. Some people use their hands to measure like 3 fingers down. And that, you know, it takes a little time to get used to, but it is very easy to do.
Yep, good. Here's a question from Tony. He said, if you receive a garment that is soiled and decide to wash it, will the transfer still adhere? You know, in a word, yes. The only thing about soiled garments, what have you, especially something somebody's been wearing, once you put it back under a heat press, it really stinks.
Yeah,
I don't know how else to say it because I've done it before. I thought, whoa. So as far as going on the garment, yeah, look on the garment. It just, I'm not sure if you want to do that or not. Let's see. Oh boy, here's a long question. Is the EasyView site free?
The EasyView is on transferexpress.com, and that is a site that you use once you're a dealer. So once you place your first order, it is free to our customers. So, I mean, whether you order once a year or 10 times a year, you're still able to utilize it as much as you want. So yeah, it's our website. You don't have to pay for it. However, in order to start utilizing it, you will need to place your first order with us.
Alrighty.
Because that gains you get a dealer ID and everything like that.
Here's a comment from Tammy. She says, I bought a heat press on eBay and it's touch and go. yeah, I don't really recommend that. Megan, there's a lot of other questions here, but some of them have to do with transfer papers.
Okay.
And if you want to know what I'm talking about, like if you want to print your own, you can use what they call transfer papers, papers that are available from stalls or Imprintables Warehouse. It has nothing to do with Transfer Express. It's a totally different product whatsoever. So I know with Transfer Express, it is a plastisol ink opposed to the inkjet. So is it better? I think so. Absolutely. You know, with Transfer Express, I just think it's. I can't say no. I mean, I got shirts from the '80s that you know, just look real good. And it looks good as the day I put them on almost, except for the shirt's all torn. Here's a question from Sue. It says, "Can you tell us again what the rubber sheet was called?" It's called a Print Perfect Pad, and you can purchase it from Stalls. And it's a rubber. It's a silicone treated rubber that you can put under the garment. Like if you're doing sleeves, you cut it to size. You can put it under the sleeve there, or put it into the sleeve, and that will give it enough. It gives a lot of pressure on it. Righty. Are the CAD prints plastisol or dye sub inks? They're neither. No,
Right.
the CAD prints is a totally different printing system, and it is digitally printed with inks. It's called EcoSolvent Max inks. It's the name of the inks. And they're wonderful inks. You know, if you're going on to nylon, especially if you're going on to, well, it goes on to everything. You probably really haven't found anything you can't go on to, have you? I mean, you can probably go on just about anything with that. Yeah. Yeah,
we've been testing, and they've been going on everything we've put them on, which is great. So.
Yeah. Okay. Like I said, we got a few more. We're just about up on time, though, but we do have a few more questions. The way Transfer Express normally works is that they answer all the answers on their website. There's a place they can go to look at all the questions and answers. And the recorded webinar will be available sometime tomorrow when I get it to you, because I have to record it. And but I'll get that over to you, and it'll be on their website, and you can talk about the PDF then.
Yeah, as I said at the beginning of the presentation, there will be PDF files of a summary of the webinar. That way, if you need to go back and you need to take any notes or have anything in particular that you're interested in, you'll be able to go back and view that. And that's also up on the screen, transferexpress.com/webinar thanks. And also, if you have any other questions, again, up there is our phone number, our info email address, and our web address. Again, the info web address is basically for questions only. If you need to send artwork, go to transferexpress.com and go to send us your artwork.
Good. Well, Megan, lots of questions are coming in about that birch paneling. Maybe I shouldn't have mentioned it, but it's not paneling. It's called birch panels. But I did get mine from an art supply company, and it's got to be a birch panel. It can't be solid wood, because solid wood will warp under heat and all that. But I just know people are using it and having a wonderful success with it. The only reason I mentioned it. Because transfers going down sleeves, going down sleeves of shirts and all that with transfers, unbelievable. That's really great. People, especially if we're back to school and what have you, because they're starting to wear long sleeve shirts for fall and what have you, sweatshirts and hoodies and all different kind of things. That sleeve graphics has lent itself beautifully to.
Yeah, absolutely. If something like that works, I mean, it's nice to hear that there's other things out there, you know, other options that they can use as well.
Yep. Well, good. Okay. Yeah, unless you have something else that kind of wraps things up for today.
No, actually, just good luck with everybody. Let your profits begin. Give us a call. We can help you out. Go ahead and get started with transfers. Get a feel for them. See how you like them. I have a feeling it'll be a good addition. So,
I will say this, Megan, and not just because you're on a webinar today, but Transfer Express has done a wonderful job for this industry with their website. Absolutely fantastic. And if you can't find something, if you can't find it on Transfer Express, then it's not out there. I'm telling you, you guys have done a wonderful job with your idea book. And you look on that idea book, there are so many options in there. Every time somebody calls me, I just tell them to go on your site there and look at the different ideas in your idea book, and they come back and say, oh, we found everything we need right there. And that head-to-toe gang sheets, I know this is not the webinar for that, but that is really nice. I know some people have been buying those, and they're just having they're having fun with it too.
Yeah, the head-to-toe gang sheets are a great addition. We've had a lot of very positive feedback with those. They are on our website, so if anybody wants to take a look at them, they are on there as well. But yeah, the website, we try to make it as easy as possible for everyone to order from. So, and even to view things and use. So, if you ever have any situation where you have a question, sometimes the website will answer it for you, right then and there.
Yeah. And the other extra things you have too, like your flag packs, which is fantastic for sleeve graphics. Because I always tell people the sleeve graphics is like found money because there's not too many ways you can do decorate sleeves. And one way is everybody's patriotic and love to wear American flag on the sleeves of shirts and what have you, and it's just a great addition. And it's you can charge. I know some people are charging almost $4 for a sleeve graphic of American flag in multicolor. I think they're somewhere around 50-some cents. So that's another idea and a great addition to transfers.
Yeah, and those are great. They work on, and the good thing, they are backed in white, so they can work on any color. So you could put them on light garments, you could put them on dark garments, you could put them on, you could use them for school uniforms, or you could even use them if somebody just wants a flag on their shirt. You can use them on many different types of things, and
and they only go on in 4 seconds.
Exactly.
I know. Yeah, so it can't be any faster and easier than that.
Yeah.
Well, we can go on for hours probably on talking about Transfer Express, but Megan, I certainly appreciate your presentation today. A lot of great information. And
Thank you. It was.
Yeah. It was your first time doing one of these webinars, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes.
No, it was great. Yeah. It's fun because we have you have a good listening audience. They're hungry for for information, and you gave out a lot today. So fantastic. Well, we'd like to thank everybody for joining us today. And at Great Garment Graphics, we do have another webinar tomorrow. And our schedule for August is up on the greatgarmentgraphics.com website. September will be up very shortly. We are doing a road trip somewhere in Ohio, Wilmington, Ohio, in September, so be sure to check that out. And again, Megan, thank you for a great presentation.
Thank you very much. I enjoyed it very much.
Good. I'm glad you did. Well, this ends our broadcast for today, and we look forward to hearing from you. Apologize for not having the poll questions and the survey questions. I don't know where I typed them in. They're gone. I have no idea. I probably put them into the wrong webinar. So I have to go back and find out what I did with them. I know I entered them now, but I was having a little trouble with my computer, so I do apologize for that. Well, have a great day, and Megan, I'm sure we'll be speaking very soon.
Okay.
Okay, this ends our broadcast for today. Thank you.